right now on 5 on Your Side at 10.
Broken promise. Community groups now cut off from county funding. The impact it could have on people suffering from abuse. A felony charge reduced to a misdemeanor. Tonight, reaction from the mother of a woman killed in a car crash by a former Jefferson County deputy. It's a story you'll see only on 5 on Your Side.
Temperatures in the mid-30s as we had snow last night, but we're already tracking that temperature as we get close to Tuesday. Where does that rain-snow line set up and what we're in store for over the next few days in terms of winter weather?
We want to thank you for joining us at 10. I'm Brent Solomon. The snow you woke up to today has melted away, but get ready for another round of winter weather. Weather First meteorologist Gary Fring joins us now with what's headed our way next week. Hey, Gary.
Yeah, good evening, Brent. Nice low-impact snow that we had last night. It covered the trees, pictures. It was our first little taste in preparation for what we would expect in January, right? And you look even in Highland and even at this hour, there's still some snow as many of us got between 1 to 3 inches of snow, mostly in the grass, but on some of the side streets as well. And most of that bigger system has exited. We do still have some light areas of drizzle or a few flurries around. And in general, they're not impacting us very much as temperatures have remained above freezing. You can't even see them on this. For the most part, you can see that move from Herman into Washington, and you're likely seeing a few snowflakes here in Washington, about ready to cross the river into Augusta and eventually Wildwood, and also many areas close to Pacific. Otherwise, temps right now at 37. We have a west breeze at 9 miles an hour. We're above freezing. There are a few flakes outside, and the next 24 hours we'll see some snow showers and drizzle here and there with fog developing, but mostly dry Sunday. But it's ahead, and that's why we're looking at, as tonight, a few pops of, snow or rain shower here and there. But I think overall, we're going to look off to our northwest. That's where the winter storm watch is in place. What that means for them as it relates to us, and we'll time out our multiple winter systems the next 7 to 10 days.
We'll see you in just a bit. Stay on top of your winter weather. You can get the Weather First forecast anytime. Text the word weather to 314-425-5355. We'll send it to your phone. Now, to a 5 on Your Side exclusive. The mother of a woman killed in a deadly crash now speaking out. It comes after her son-in-law, a former Jefferson County deputy, is now seeing his felony charge reduced. Our Annie Krall joins us in studio now. And Annie, you just finished speaking with that mother.
Exactly, Brent. Well, those felony charges have been downgraded to a misdemeanor for former Jefferson County Deputy Colby McCreary. His wife, Savannah McCreary, died in that crash. Just hours ago, I spoke with her mother about her daily struggle and wanting justice for her daughter's death.
It's been a nightmare.
Colby McCreary was driving on April 30th when he hit a small rock bluff off of I-55. The car overturned. Both Colby and his wife, Savannah McCreary, were ejected, then transported to Mercy South in South St. Louis County. Savannah died the next day. The Highway Patrol investigation found Colby McCreary had a blood alcohol content of 0.17 when his blood was drawn while being treated at the hospital.
The McCrearys have had absolutely zero contact with me from the get-go. They have never called the night of the accident. My daughter and I found out on Facebook, and we called over 11 hospitals before we found out which one she was in.
Originally facing charges of DWI resulting in death and involuntary manslaughter, on Friday, prosecutors said they can't charge him because they can't prove them beyond a reasonable doubt. The Jefferson County Prosecuting Attorney's Office saying in a statement, Colby and Savannah weren't wearing seatbelts. Traveling at 86 miles per hour prior to the crash, 1.8 seconds before impact, prosecutors say, quote, the wheel was abruptly turned in a clockwise direction, causing the vehicle to veer to the right. It's still unclear as to why. Festus officers on the scene said McCreary showed no signs of impairment.
Initially, they're trying to see whether they smell alcohol. You're on the side of the road, you've got tractor trailers, things going by. I mean, it's hard to really kind of gauge that. There wasn't the typical circumstance where you had, open liquor containers, and liquor bottles, beer cans, things like that in the vehicle.
Savannah left behind 2 children.
It's destroyed me. It's destroyed my family. I worry about my 2 grandkids growing up without a mother. That's got to be difficult, And I'd like Colby to have to face me at some point and at least tell me he's sorry, something. I am her mother. She didn't just appear on this earth and become yours. He was ours for a long time.
Now, Krista said she is planning on being at McCreary's preliminary hearing with the reduced charges. That's scheduled for Thursday afternoon in Jefferson County. Brent?
Annie, thanks. Right now, police are looking for whoever shot and killed a man in North County. It happened around 4:30 this morning. Police found that man's body in a field that was by Apricot and Emma Avenues in Jennings, near the Memorial Park Cemetery. We don't know the name of the victim or why he was shot, but if you know anything, contact St. Louis County Police or Crime Stoppers at 866-371-TIPS. Today, the family of a woman killed in North St. Louis last week remembered in a balloon release. Someone shot and killed 20-year-old Kyshayla Wellington leaving her car. It happened in the early morning hours, 4 days after Christmas. Relatives say she was heading home from work and died about 1.5 miles away from her home. They say she had a big heart and was always willing to help others.
It's been extremely hard for the family. This is so unexpected for us. This is not something that we was expecting. Kyshayla was a wonderful person. I mean, she was 20 years old, but she was way beyond her years. She wore her heart on her sleeve, and she loved everybody she came in contact with, and everybody loved her back.
Police have not arrested Wellington's killer. Detectives are still working leads. Budget cuts in St. Louis County leaving some organizations without money. One of them is Journey Against Domestic and Sexual Abuse. Leaders say county leaders promised them $25,000. That was back in September, and then walked back that deal within the past few weeks. Travis Cummings has this story.
So it was really a surprise and disappointing.
This is the season where her services are needed the most.
Right now it's cold. We was trying to struggle to get 2 women into housing yesterday, and we know the temperatures dropped last night.
Cynthia Bennett is doing her best to meet the needs of women in trouble. She started Journey Against Domestic and Sexual Abuse in 2002 to help those in abusive situations and their families. The organization relies on fundraising and money from the federal government.
And that's where we are struggling with right now to get what was promised to us, which we were expecting to utilize to assist women.
Bennett's referring to this letter signed by St. Louis County Executive Sam Page saying they would be receiving $25,000 in Federal American Rescue Plan Act funds in September. But in December, they received another letter saying the funds had been frozen due to cuts to the county's budget, totaling around $15 million, without any increase in revenues for the continued operation of essential county services. It reads, quote, "As a result of these cuts, we are placing ARPA-funded projects, with the exception of public safety, on hold until we determine we have appropriate staff to administer these projects in compliance with Treasury guidelines."
And of course, we have a lot of the council members who are backing the organization that was supposed to receive that money. They're asking the same questions. What's the holdup?
Bennett wants those in power to know the people on the receiving end of her work are essential, too.
We need them to put a bigger premium on dealing with humanistic issues.
Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
More than $1 million were supposed to reach 5 different organizations. Today, we reached out to the county executive's office for comment. We'll let you know when we hear back.